Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have yet another Minecraft update to cover. Today, version 1.20.10 has been released for the Bedrock Edition, and while this update is a relatively small one, it's mostly changes and bug fixes, there are quite a few huge features for us Minecraft Bedrock Edition players that Java has had forever, and it's very exciting to finally be getting all of these on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Now, before we get too far into this, do note that there are now two brand new experimental toggles that you have to turn on. There is one for recipe unlocking and one for crawling. Yes, crawling. Very exciting, I know. But first of all, we can now actually have the 1.5 block tall crouching working. In the third person camera, it looks a little weird, but in first person, it looks perfect. Everything works and looks great. Previously, there were issues where you could start suffocating randomly like this, and your camera you couldn't see, you'd randomly get pushed. All kinds of just weird tweaks, but now it is perfectly fine. This we've been talking about for a few weeks now. Okay, this has been in the betas. This was supposed to be in 1.20, but it ended up being added as a toggle because it didn't necessarily work right due to all the issues that I just mentioned, but it is actually in-game now. It's no longer behind a toggle. Now, if we go ahead and set up a little area right here, crawling is a thing. This is so exciting. I have wanted this in the game for so long. I cannot wait to use this feature in my survival worlds. I am so very excited. And the camera perspective looks pretty good. The changelog mentions that they added a whole new animation for it. It looks exactly the same as swimming, and even when you're not moving, it continues to play, which is a little weird, but I expect some bugs. This is behind an experimental toggle. It's not even fully released quite yet. Also, a very nice addition is that the Swift Sneak 3 will affect your crawling, so you move so much faster. Incredible. But yeah, so if you crawl, put the Swift Sneak 3 on, and you hit your sprint key, you are really moving quick. We're going to have to allow for some more runway room. And yeah, we zoom. It's honestly probably about as fast as if you were just normal walking. So it's pretty good. Very good work Mojang's been doing on that. But what's really exciting is that now that we have this, we can finally throw ourselves away in a trash can. Alright, you can't see anything in the third-person camera, but we are in the trash can. And, oh, I've wanted to do this for so long. That's so exciting to be able to finally throw myself away. It sounds bad when you put it that way, but it's a really exciting feature that we've been waiting for so long. Now, onto the other experimental toggle, recipe unlocking. To do this, we're going to go ahead and put myself into survival. If you look here, I only have access to items that I've already had in my inventory, or I used to get out from like the creative menu. But we can go ahead and just demonstrate how this might work. If we go ahead and mine this cherry log, up in the top, you will see new recipes unlocked. Those recipes are now available in our crafting table. We can craft planks, and now we've unlocked even more recipes. We could craft some sticks, and we've just unlocked even more. And it will just continue to grow and grow and grow as you unlock and craft more things. Now, pretty much what this is it's just kind of a way to make you progress through the game a bit more. So you aren't even able to see all the crafting recipes when you first join a game. First of all, there is a command, so we can do /recipe at S. Let's do take. I'm not really sure why this command doesn't seem to work. If we do give, it also doesn't seem to work. We could try and just do, I don't know, diamond. It seems to be a little broken. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's up with this. I will go ahead and show the clip when this was in the preview, when this first came out in the preview. This command was working perfectly. You could do /recipe, you could do at S, you could do your name, whatever it is, and you could do take or give, and you could give specific recipes, all the recipes. That doesn't seem to properly be working here, though. I do not blame them though. This is the first time it's been introduced. It is still behind an experimental toggle. We really should not be expecting this to work 100% right out of the gate. Have some patience, I'm sure it will get fixed, but currently the recipe unlocking does seem to be a little bit broken. But as you can see, the whole aspect where it pops up on your screen does work. We just got the recipe for pink dye by obtaining those. Point is, it's a feature now, work in progress. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of the other features, because while these are the main 3 big ones here, there are a lot more, and there's actually a whole lot of very interesting sculk sensor changes. Let's go ahead and have a look. Alright everybody, so here is our sculk sensor. Now, before we go through some of these, I'm not going to go through every single one because there is a whole lot of them. I will put them up on your screen so you can read every single one that I don't end up covering. And of course, the changelog will be linked down in the description below for anybody who is interested in reading the whole thing on their own. Now, it doesn't say what number these are in terms of the calibrated sculk sensor and selecting just a single thing to pick up in terms of sound, but it does say that these will now emit vibrations. So, putting an item in or taking it out of an item frame will now emit a vibration. Rotating it inside will also now emit a vibration. As you can see there. Respawn anchors, when you are filling them up with the glowstone, will now emit a vibration, as is seen there. When you put an Eye of Ender in an end portal frame, that will too now emit a vibration, as is seen there. Picking sweet berries will now emit a vibration. Tilling dirt now emits vibrations. Planting seeds now emits vibrations. And one that really puzzled me, I don't understand how this one was missed, placing a door. Apparently that did not emit vibrations previously, but now, whenever you or your friends place a door in Minecraft, that vibration will be registered. Now, like I said, of course, there are a few more, so I'll put those up on screen. There's a few random ones, like using a hoe on rooted dirt, silverfish now merging with blocks, interacting with the composter, etc, etc, etc. Pretty much anything that you think should emit a vibration in this game, pretty much does now. When it comes to packed mud, previously the shovel would mine it the fastest. The shovel and the pickaxe, I believe, were actually equal. Either way, I'm not sure what it was previously. All that matters now is the pickaxe is the go-to way for mining it. Previously, I believe it was either shovel or pickaxe, but like I said, doesn't really matter because the pickaxe is now the way to go. So whenever you need to mine your packed mud, make sure you use a pickaxe, otherwise it's going to be agonizingly slow. I don't know if many of you noticed this, but in 1.20, when you had water in a cauldron, it looked like there was some really brown, dirty lava inside of your cauldron. It was a really weird glitch, but now your cauldrons will properly be filled with water. Also, just as a fun little notice, note blocks placed on top of soul sand now make a harp sound. Just thought that was an interesting little note. Alright everybody, so before we get into the very next change, which is actually a really interesting and fun one in my opinion, we are going to take a look at the chiseled bookshelf. As of now, whenever you take out an enchanted book, it now plays the correct sound. Let's take a listen. I'm not sure if that actually plays the right sound or not. Previously, when I heard the right sound in the preview version, it made like this magical trident kind of sound. So I'm not sure if that's actually correct. But you know how you can put the books in, take them out. Whenever you edit your player options, abilities, if you remove the ability to open containers, that player can no longer put in or remove books from your chiseled bookshelf. So now whenever you have a new player in your world, if you don't want them accessing any of your stuff, when you do this, they cannot open chests or access your chiseled bookshelves. But they can still, of course, break them and just take all your books, so be careful. Maybe make it so that they can't mine blocks at the same time. So if we go ahead and put down a villager, I'm assuming they're going to want a bed, actually, so I'll put down a bed. I'll actually put it here so that he can't get into it. I may have to replace these. Maybe. No. Alright, that's good. If we give these guys a stack of torchflower seeds, they will actually start placing them. If we come over here and do yet another villager, another bed, give him the pitcher pods, he will also go ahead and plant the pitcher pods. And then, of course, using bone meal, you can make these things grow up faster, or you can just wait to let them grow naturally. Oh, so the pitcher pod villager seems to get stuck in the pitcher pods. Okay, maybe I just had to push him, but he seems to be good now. But yeah, you can bone meal these, you can wait for them to grow naturally. Now, the interesting part here, though, is that these villagers will not harvest these, so you have to come in here manually and remove all the plants once they grow up. But as long as the villager has more seeds, or you just hook up a sniffer farm to it, where all the torchflower and pitcher pod plants, the seeds that is, just keep getting dropped into these villagers' inventories, they will continue to plant them. So it's a really interesting little idea at starting to make these farms automatic. Unfortunately, though, there is no automatic way of removing these. However, like very old wheat farms where you just have the water, it will roll down and break all the crops, then you manually go replace them all. What you could actually set up is a little system that goes ahead and places water, destroying all of the crops once they're fully grown. They all get sent into a hopper or something, you pick up all the fully grown flowers, and then the villager can go ahead and replant all of them so that you don't have to do any work. So in all actuality, that's not a bad method of doing this if you're trying to automatically farm these. It wouldn't be full automatic, but it's about as close as you can get. But the ones planting the pitcher pods do seem to get stuck, which could be problematic. But overall, very cool feature, and I cannot wait to play around with that. Now, to finish off this update video, let's go ahead and take a look at the 3 crafting recipes that have been changed. So previously, you've always had to have a wooden shovel right here when crafting a boat, but now, just like in Java, that is no longer a required feature. Now, if you remember back to the preview, when this was first getting added, there was an issue where this didn't properly affect the rafts, but that is no longer an issue. In this full update, the rafts also do not need that shovel. Now, in Bedrock Edition, when it comes to crafting a cauldron, when it comes to crafting a barrel, we have needed sticks on the side for the longest time, while in Java they've always used planks. In Bedrock Edition, we now also need planks to craft that, and to be honest, I think I preferred the sticks. It was a lot cheaper. I wish we didn't have to switch to planks, but I guess it makes sense. Full parity and all that. And finally, for the longest time, you have been able to just place a cobweb in the crafting table or in your crafting inventory slot, and it has been able to give you 9 string. That is unfortunately no longer a thing. You have to just place it and mine it. I do recommend using a sword because that is the fastest way. But what really sucks about that is now you're only going to get like 1 to 4 string, when previously you were always guaranteed 9. So that is a very unfortunate turn of events. But I guess I understand why Mojang did it for full parity and all that. However, personally, I would have just preferred they added that crafting recipe to Java and take it away from us, but oh well. Anyways, as the sun sets over the horizon, if you have enjoyed this video, please smash that subscribe button, maybe share it around with your friends so that they don't miss out on any of this important, fun Minecraft information and knowledge. Of course, the changelog is linked down below in case you want to read all of it, because I didn't cover every single little detail. That would just take forever. I only covered the really good and interesting ones, the big game changers, if you will. Anyways, this has been Mr. Gaming Aquatic, and I'll see you next time. Bye!